Yeah, I like what you say there in terms of it's like the ultimate leadership lesson, right? Like if you don't know how to do something or you don't know where to start, ask other people who have that expertise and be willing to listen, right? Be willing to have the conversation and be able to listen and take advice and kind of hear other perspectives. And I think that goes for so many, things with leaders is if they can, admit that they don't have all the answers, right? We all have to admit we don't know everything. It's it's one of the truths we all live with, that we can't know all the knowledge. But being able to have that conversation and really being able to listen to your team, to other experts, to other groups, and be willing to reach out, right? Like it does take a certain level of confidence and humility to reach out. And if it's you and say, hey, Anne, you know what? I don't know how to solve this challenge. Can you help me? Can you help me understand? Can you help me find other experts who could, give me more insights? And that's a really valuable leadership lesson. And it sounds like you're teaching the students that, which is amazing. But maybe I know that we're going to kind of get to the point of like, how do people get involved with District C? So as a preemptive question to that is maybe you could tell us about some of the types of projects that students have worked on. Just, you don't have to give like super details around company confidentiality, but if you just have some examples of like, hey, like what kind of like range of projects are these students working on as a team? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, the first thing I'll say to your point about, to share company secrets is like, I just want to acknowledge that for businesses to come and share real problems, not stuff that they're thinking about or maybe they were worried about. Like we ask them for stuff that's really keeping you up at night. Does take a certain amount of vulnerability, and I just want to honor that. Like it's kind of sort of saying we don't know this, we can't figure this out. And to your point, they really are listening. That's got to be where it all starts. I would say the types of problems that businesses bring. Some of them are sort of operational process oriented. Let me give you an example. Fleet Feet Sports was our very first business partner. They have brought, I think, over 4 problems over the course of the last few years for students to solve. And one of them was really around their onboarding process. So for their staff, there being excellent customer service is like core to their brand. And they were really sort of looking at what is that onboarding process and how can we ensure that the folks that are on the ground helping customers with running shoes and that kind of thing are just like top notch. So those kinds of like operational process things. We worked with a restaurant in downtown Raleigh called Raleigh Raw that really was looking at some like flow issues. So again, operational process. Lots of stuff around marketing, segment growth. So how do we reach Gen Z? Our referral rates are tapping out. How do we sort of get that curve tipped up again? So new markets, product growth, those sorts of things. And we've had some interesting one too around culture. Speaking of, company came to high school students and really asking and saying, we have different verticals in our company, sort of corporate vertical, landscaping, maintenance, the only people that come to the holiday party are corporate. That's a culture problem. They brought that problem to high school students and they dug in. They tend to kind of fall into those different places. But the key for us is they're real. Like we say to businesses, don't make this up. Like, too many times you're like, oh, they're high school kids, so we should like give them a problem they can do. Don't worry about that. They'll be fine. Let's talk about what you are really concerned about as a business. What are you really worrying about as a business? And again, I just have to say the vulnerability is just nothing short of inspiring. They care about their business, they care about their employees, they care about their customers, they want to do better, so they're willing to put it out there. And the pitches that we do are public. I mean, so this isn't just sharing with the 8 or 12 students that they're working with. This could be whoever happens to show up at that particular pitch. Again, great leadership. And sometimes we'll even say, like, thank you so much for modeling the kind of listening and the kind of vulnerability that it takes to be great.
You've been listening to Building Teams with Teams & Co. To learn more about the latest thinking on how to empower your team to deliver exceptional results or to book a consultation, please visit us at teamsandco.com or follow us at LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook.